Family, the one word that's supposed to mean safety, love, and trust. But what happens when the people who are supposed to protect you become the ones who betray you? Today's story isn't just about a broken promise. It's about the moment I realized that my own mother and sister were capable of something so cruel, so heartless, that it changed the way I look at family forever. This is the story of how they abandoned my 12-year-old son, left him stranded in a place he didn't know, and how the police had to step in before things got even worse. Buckle up, because this is a story of betrayal, survival, and the shocking truth that came out when the cops got involved. And trust me, by the end of this, you'll never take family loyalty for granted again. We've all had those moments where we've had to rely on family. Maybe it was a last-minute babysitting favor, a ride to the airport, or just emotional support when life got tough. For me, I always believed that no matter what, my family would be there, especially when it came to my son. But life has a way of teaching us brutal lessons when we least expect them. I've noticed only 98% of you who watch haven't subscribed. Come on, guys, show some love and support. Thanks a bunch to those who have already subscribed. This isn't just a story about irresponsibility. This is a story about trust shattered, innocence lost, and the moment I had to make the hardest decision of my life. Nostalgic, then tense. It was supposed to be a normal weekend. My son Jake was 12 at the time, bright, kind, and at that age where he was independent but still needed guidance. My husband was away on a business trip, and I had an important work conference I couldn't miss. So like any parent, I reached out to the people I trusted most, my mom and my sister, mimicking mom's voice. "Of course we'll watch him," my mom said. "It'll be fun. We'll take him out for pizza, maybe a movie. Don't worry about a thing," mimicking sister's voice. My sister chimed in. "Yeah, it'll be like a little adventure. Jake's a good kid. This'll be easy." I believed them. Why wouldn't I? These were the women who had helped raise me, the ones who had always been there. Darker tone. But I was wrong. The day it happened, betrayal unfolds, building tension. I dropped Jake off at my mom's house that Saturday morning. He was excited. He loved his grandma and aunt, and the idea of a fun day out had him grinning. I hugged him, told him to behave, and left feeling completely at ease. The first red flag came around 5 p.m. I texted Jake, "Hey buddy, how's it going?" No response. I called my sister. It went to voicemail. I called my mom. "We're out right now. Everything's fine," she said, her voice rushed. Something felt off, but I brushed it aside. Maybe they were busy. Maybe Jake was just having too much fun to check his phone. Dramatic pause. Then at 9:17 p.m., my phone rang. It wasn't my mom. It wasn't my sister. Slow, chilling. It was the police. The call that changed everything. Raw emotion. "Ma'am, this is Officer Reynolds. We have your son here at the station. He was found alone at a gas station about 20 miles from your house." Voice breaking slightly. My heart stopped. Alone, at a gas station, miles from where he was supposed to be? Fast, panicked, I demanded answers. What happened? Where were my mom and sister? Was Jake hurt? The officer's voice was calm but firm. "He's shaken up, but physically okay. He says his grandmother and aunt left him in the car and never came back." Silence for effect. I don't even remember the drive to the police station. My hands were shaking so badly I could barely grip the wheel. Jake's side of the story, the truth revealed. Soft, emotional. When I got there, Jake ran into my arms, his face streaked with tears. He was trying so hard to be brave, but his voice trembled as he told me what happened, as if quoting Jake. "They took me to this place I didn't know. Said they'd be right back. But they never came, Mom. I waited for hours." Anger rising. My mom and sister had driven him to a random parking lot near a busy intersection. They told him to stay in the car, then walked off, presumably into a nearby mall. Jake waited and waited. Slow, painful delivery. As the sun went down, he realized they weren't coming back. So he did the only thing he could think of. He walked to a gas station and begged the clerk to call 911, voice shaking, A 12-year-old boy, alone at night, in an unfamiliar part of town. And my own mother and sister had done this to him. Cold, furious. When I finally got my mom on the phone, her response made my blood boil, mimicking Mom's dismissive tone. "Oh, don't overreact. We just lost track of time. He's fine, isn't he?" Sarcastic, disbelieving laugh. Lost track of time? You don't lose track of time when a child is in your care. You don't just forget a kid in a car and wander off for hours. And my sister? Her excuse was even worse, mimicking sister. "We thought he'd just call you if he got scared. It's not like we left him in a bad neighborhood." Deadly calm. Let me repeat that. They expected a 12-year-old to handle being abandoned because he could have called. Resolute, emotional. The police couldn't charge them with anything. Technically, it wasn't illegal, but that didn't matter. The damage was done. Slow, firm. I made a decision that day, one that some people might call extreme, but after what they did, there was no coming back. I cut them out of my life. Completely. No explanations, no second chances. Quiet intensity. Because if they could do this to an innocent child, my child, what else were they capable of? Reflective, heartfelt. This whole nightmare taught me something I'll never forget. Family isn't about blood. It's about who shows up when it matters. So tell me, have you ever been betrayed by someone you trusted? Have you ever had to cut off family because they crossed a line that couldn't be uncrossed? Let me know in the comments. Because stories like this, they need to be told. And if this video hit home for you, if you've ever had to protect your child from the people who were supposed to protect them, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Because real stories deserve real attention. Thanks for listening, and remember, never take loyalty for granted.